Flosstube? Is Kay the crafty stitch witch? No. Hey Flosstube, it's Kay the sausage stitch witch, and it's Sunday the 1st of July. Happy 4th of July to all my colonial cousins. I hope you're all having a wonderful weekend, I presume this weekend or next weekend. It's not something we know an awful lot about here in the UK, but and it kind of a bit weird to congratulate you for being independent from us, but there we go. Just to introduce you, this is my 3rd Flosstube, and you haven't seen my face up until now, and this is the reason why. It's not good. I'm low maintenance. I probably cut my hair once or maybe twice a year, that's it. And so it's normally really short, and when it gets too long I go and get it cut again. I don't really know what else to say. I'm coming at you with an injury. I've had a week off work because I fell over in the garden last weekend and I hurt all the tendons really badly in my hand. So I've had a week off. Thank God I'm going back on Monday because I've been really bored. I can't stitch anything, I can't do anything. But it's on the mend. It's going to be probably a month or so before it's fully better, so I don't know when I'm going to get back to stitching. So I did manage to do a little bit yesterday. I did some dyeing, just something really light. I just did some DMC over dyed floss, so it was the white, the normal white colour. And I'm dropping stuff all over, and I used Procyon dyes with it, so, and I'm really pleased with the outcome of that. It's great. As you can see, it's variegated, really pretty. And actually what I did discover is that I tied it with some spare anchor. Now I've got a note of which anchor thread it was. It was anchor 167, which is a light blue. I actually tied my skeins up with that, and it went the most beautiful colour. So I shall be getting an equivalent DMC to that blue and seeing how I go with that. If I get time today, I'm going to dye a little bit more embroidery floss and see how we go. Also, while I had a bit of dye left over, decided that I would dye some Ada. Now, I've just dropped some stuff on the floor because I'm a bit cat-handed, bear with. That's from my haul. So, it's really sweet. It's got some lovely modelling on it. It was just a plain white 16 count Ada, I think. I overlocked the edges. I'm new to overlocking. I don't do it very often. I needed help because the overlock is a real beast and I couldn't hold it straight without help. And I made a little bit of a mistake because on the thread, but it was a happy mistake, on the thread I had some little bits, sprinkles of deep purple, and I didn't realise when I tipped the remainder of the dye from the thread into my bucket of this one that there were some bits of deep red, and and strangely some little bits of blue as well. But it's adorable, and I should use it for something. While I was at it, I also did another one. This was just dyed with Rit, and it was a tan, just a tan. It's come out a very pretty pink. Really pleased with that. This is the thread. This is the blue anchor. And I'll show you I didn't keep the bit left that I ended up with, but yeah, I'm gonna definitely give that a go. And the DMC white one that I was using was the B5200, but I also got some Blanc, which is a sort of an ecru colour, and I'm going to see how that goes with the same sorts of colours. I've called this green one Freisha Vakadu. That's an in-joke around here with my son. For anyone who doesn't know me, I've been married for a long time to my darling husband Guy, and we have 2 children. The oldest is 30 and the youngest is 20, and he's up in Nottinghamshire at university. And if you've got any impressionable teenage children, before I tell you what he's doing there, you should tell them to leave the room. Have they gone? Sure? Positive? Give me another minute. Well, if they haven't gone, on your own head be it. He does game art. Yeah, it's a thing. You can actually earn money, and a lot of it, if you get a BA Honours in Game Art and you are good, and oh my word, Luke is good. He's just come out of his first year doing his BA, and he got a high first. Yay Lou, we're really proud of you. And the other son, the oldest one, works for an art company, and he seems to be managing to jet off around the world. He's not long come back from Alabama in the States. He's due to go off again to Alabama later in the year, and he's off to Shanghai. He goes to other places as well. We're immensely proud of him too. So the moment Guy and I are empty nesters, but Luke is coming back at the end of July for summer break, and we're going to have the pleasure of Rob's company, the oldest one, for a few weeks because he's in between flats and he can't tie up the move, so he's coming home for 2 weeks. We'll call it a month probably by the time we finally get rid of him. I have to give up my my room though, which is in a poor state. 4 years ago, nearly 4.5 years ago, we moved to this new place, which is for English people a bungalow, or a chalet bungalow for Americans. I discovered the other day when I was watching Buying and Selling that you would describe it as a roundhouse. So it's a single story property, but we have got rooms in the roof as well. So it was in a real state when we moved in, and it's coming along very slowly. So I moved into this room about 6 months ago, and I'm waiting for my husband to get to it. At the moment he's doing the hall stairs and landing. It takes him about a year to do a room. We have to strip right back to the bare bones and then start again. The rooms that he's done are beautiful, but there's a long way to go. That's what it is. It's a space, and it'll be a space until Rob comes home, and then I'll move my stuff out until he's gone, and it'll come back in. He said that he'll make a start on the decorating for me actually, so he's a good lad. Okay, what are we going to do next? We are going to give a quick shout out, if I can find my notes, to some Flosstubers that I've been watching. I've had a little invalid's nook in the lounge, and I've done nothing but watch Flosstube all week. So first of all, shout out to Primative Stitcher, and I'll put all of their links in the description below. And the people that got me into, or back into cross stitch, is Just Keep Stitching, Pam and Steph. I adore them, and one day I will go to StitchCon. Can't wait. Who else? There's a girl, Russian girl, that I watched the other day, and I've actually watched it in Russian. I believe she's just done her first one in English. Her name is Luda. I can't remember the channel name, but again, I'll put it below. And then Kindred Stitcher. Oh, who can forget the Real Housewives of Cross Stitch? Priscilla and Chelsea, I love them. And a new one for me is Diana. It is Kismet Stitches. That girl's got it all going on. I love her. I love her hair. I think that's probably it. Oh no. Bendy Stitchy and Mitch Stitch girls that I absolutely adore as well. I love their stuff, love what they're doing, and they just seem really super nice people. Now, what can you say? I'm completely hooked on cross stitch. I embroidered as a child and did all sorts of crafting, and then went away from it all. Haven't really done a cross stitch for 20 odd years. I came back to stitching about 4 years ago. I taught myself to sew, and then I started doing diamond painting just for relaxation. And then I happened to watch Just Keep Stitching, and that got me hooked back into cross stitch, and there's no stopping me now. I'm in it for the time being. At the moment I'm on summer break from uni, but I can't guarantee how much longer I can do that. I go back in October, I think, and I'm in the first half of my final year of my degree. So I'm level 3, the first module. I've got 2 modules in level 3 to get my BA honours, and it's hard going. So I think when I go back, I will. Yeah, I'll have to do the study. I have to put hours in. I mean, I'm up at 5 in the morning walking the dog. Then I go do a full whole day's work, and then I come home and I study. But I want to try and build in an hour a day for me, so I don't go completely mental and completely batty and completely ill with the stress of it all, to have some time to stitch. And it's ideal, rather than have to get my sewing machine out and do quilting, I'm going to just pick up my needle and thread for that hour, do a couple of skeins of something, put it back, and then study. I've got a brilliant husband who takes over the cooking and whatnot in the meanwhile to allow me to study. It really helps me. So next portion, I'm going to call this, I'm called Sussex Stitch, which it's got to be fly-by stashing. Has to be. I've had a little bit of a spendy spring. You see, what did I... Oh, you all keep showing the punch needle work from the Primitive Stitcher. So I have got me, and probably when Luke comes home it'll go by the by as well, a punch needle. I haven't got any patterns, I haven't got any idea what I'm going to do with it. I just picked it up. And Vonna was mentioning Aileen's Tacky. I've picked a bottle of that up. Oh, yeah. We've got in the UK, we've got a company called Lidl, and every now and again they do some really reasonable supplies, and they have sort of sewing weeks, and a friend of mine picked these up for me the other week, so they're all perfect. Sorry, I've only got one hand, it's really difficult. Perfect, it's got dogs on it, it's got red, let's do it that way, red stripes, and don't even know what that is. Oh, cupcakes. There's some spotty and various other bits in there. And then we've got hearts. Oops. Some pretty florals. I'm not going to open these up, I'll never get them back. Some more florals, more hearts and stripes. I just thought they'd be brilliant for finishing. And then the other day, along with the white and the blanc, I picked up some more DMC. I have got a massive box of it, but I went for an orange, which is 947. A really pretty, bit like my Freesia Varkadu, 94. Another sort of a red variegated, which is 115. And a sort of a tealy emeraldy colour, 382. And then what else did I get? Oh, I know, from Peakside Needlecraft, I think they're called Peakside something. They're in Derbyshire. Anyway, it's an online company. I got some platinum piece by 19 by 21 inches, 18 count platinum Ada. And I know you're probably not impressed by that, but I've got astigmatisms in both eyes. I'm old, I'm in my late 50s. I find it really difficult to see, and I thought I'd have to stick to stitching that. And I will show you the reason I think I can go on. I've ordered some even weave 25 count just to see how we go. But it's not in yet, so I'm going to give that a go. And then I've got the Plum Street sampler, whoops, Merry Brew, and it's so pretty. If I hold it up, I can't see. I'm only filming on my phone at the moment. Isn't that gorgeous? And then that has got some cool fall colours with it as well. So I'm not going to read out all of them. Aren't they pretty? They're gorgeous. Although, having said that, some of those are quite pale against that platinum Ada. So it's hardly going to show up, but looking at the picture, yeah, it looks really pale on that anyway. It wasn't the called for fabric, but it'll do. If not, I may go on to my one that I dyed, which is the sort of paley browny pink one with the tan rip on it. So super pleased with that, can't wait to be trying that. Now the reason I can go up to the bigger size, and I'm not going to look an idiot on camera, I refuse to put this on, I'm not going to do it, but I have invested in a visor, and it's not on it at the moment, but sorry, I can't hold it. It comes with a whole load of magnifying lenses that you can clip in, and it works, which is why I think I can go up, and I'm going to start on 25 and work my way to the linen. So yeah, I think that's pretty much it. I've got some other bits of flyby stashing, but I can't get it out. I've got another diamond painting, just a small one. They're really fun. I love them. This is what got me back into cross stitch, so I'm not gonna, I'm not gonna diss it. Right, so and I've got some magazines and bits, but I'm not gonna bore you with those. Right, Bearing in mind, I have done nothing for a week. If you follow me on Instagram, and I know some of you do, you will have seen my gorgeous girl. Do not look closely at the stitching. I'm new back into this. I've got a long way to go, and actually it's improved immensely since I got my visor. But that's my gorgeous girl. She has come along no end. And this is not a Q-snap. This is a Bayo Rouge frame. Never ever seen them anywhere else. Never hear them mentioned on American Flosstube or anywhere else. I got it on English Amazon. It was, I don't think it was any more expensive than a Q-snap. I think they might be a bit lighter than a Q-snap, but I love it. It's fine, it'll do. I will get myself a floor frame because with my arm I won't be able to hold this and stitch. So I'm going to get myself a Lowry frame as soon as I get time. A few weeks or so, and in the meanwhile I'll just have to lay off the stitching, which is a shame, but there we go. Unless I can get a guy to cobble me up something, that would be wonderful. I'll show you what she looks like on here, so that you can't compare my poor stitching with what she's actually supposed to be like. She's adorable, and I'm going to turn her into a pillow. I've got, when we get the dining room done, I've got a big old dresser, a 1920s, probably earlier even, dresser that Guy's going to renovate. It was his granny's and it's sat in our stables before we moved to Sussex, where we lived on the farm for years and years and years, and got really damaged. Cleaned it off a bit to bring it into the house. We've obviously cleaned, well, not even a bit, we've cleaned it up to bring it into the house. It needs renovating, so when it's renovated I will get myself a big wooden basket or a big Sussex trug, and then I will have a sort of a monthly cross stitch display in it. I'm quite minimal. I don't have a huge amount of things around me, but I think that'll be nice to just display some work. And also I want to do some cross stitches up the hall stairs and landing when he's done what he's doing. So I think that's it. I think I'm going to go. I'm not going to bore you too much, but I think what I'll do, because I'm new, is to say that I'm going to have a little bit of a giveaway. If you'd like, comment and subscribe, and I will, and tell me, don't say giveaway, I think that's the normal rules, isn't it? If you just tell me whether you have got an in-family joke that only you in the family understand and laugh at, and everyone else thinks you're mad, or tell me something you have never done, that I've never stitched on anything bigger than 18 count Aja. I'm going to stretch that to even weave, stretch it to linen, as I've said. So just tell me that, and I will happily send you, if you would like it, one whole skein of my free Shabakadu. That's it for now, people. Thank you for listening to me waffle. Bye.